Crafts class, take 5. Everybody, today we are going to make this really cool origami accordion fold paper. It uses mountain folds and valley folds, and you can see that it can like squish up so it's all flat, and then it can like stretch out. So it looks pretty complicated, but if you can fold paper, you can do this. So I recommend taking an 8.5 by 11-inch paper, and what we're going to do, it's best to use one that's plain because then you can really see your fold lines. We're going to fold it like a hot dog, make nice crisp folds. We're going to do a hot dog and then another hot dog, and then we're going to go one more time. So a really skinny hot dog. And at that point, you've got a lot of paper, so really crease it well. The better your creases are, the easier it will be to make this happen. Sometimes I'll even open it up and fold it the opposite way on those folds, just to make the folds really nice and crisp. I'm going to crisp up those, make them all nice and crispy. And then I'm going to open it up, and you'll see that we should have 8 sections or 7 lines that are vertical. What we're going to do now is we're going to fold it as if we're folding a fan. So a simple accordion fold, folding with a valley fold here, then a mountain fold, then a valley fold, then a mountain fold. So sometimes we're turning those folds, we're reversing them from how they were folded. So then we have a little fan fold, like you've probably done before, like on a hot day. Woo! So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the folds that are going to help us make the zigzags on our paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper kind of like an L shape, getting that nice 45-degree angle. Gabe, is that a 45-degree angle?
I don't know.
Kids, remember how I told you I never took geometry? So once you do that, I'm going to flip it over, and I want to fold this one up to match that. So we're kind of folding it around like a great big spiral, always just matching up to that fold right there. Now at this point, you've got like 8 layers of paper, so you have to make it really crispy fold. So we're folding that. When it's all folded up, it kind of looks like a big paper straw maybe. Let me finish folding this one. So now I'm going to fold that one right there. Okay, please don't do that. We're going to fold that one right there. And I'm going to do my final one right there. So I really want to make them nice and crisp. This is what's going to make our zigzags. So the crisper they are, the better they will be. So you can see when it's all folded up, it looks like that. And now we're going to unfold it. And we're going to have everything we need to do our zigzag paper, all the folds we need. So you can kind of see them there in that raking light. You can see all the little crispy folds. So if we look at this, we have vertical fold lines happening, and then we have all these zigzag folds that go horizontally across our page. What we want to do is we want to take turns. The first zigzag, we're going to make a mountain fold. So the fold's going to come up toward us. The second one is going to be a valley fold, then a whole mountain fold, then a whole another valley fold. So it just takes turns, mountain and valleys. So sometimes it might just be hard to see where your fold lines are. But I'm going to start right here, and I can see that I've got my first little zig from a zigzag, and I'm going to crisp them both so that they are mountain folds. This one was already a mountain fold, but this one was wanting to be a valley fold, so I have to like flip it around. And then I can see the next one. So I'm folding all of these to be mountain folds where those zigzags are. Sometimes I just kind of have to pinch it a little bit. So at first, it's going to look like it's just not much. You can see it's, I guess I can't talk and fold. You can see that I have to like really figure out where those fold lines are. Sometimes I've had students who like to lightly take a pencil and draw across those fold lines so that they can see them better. Stop that. So if you want to do that, you can. Sometimes a 5th grader comes into my area It bothers me when I'm doing these videos. Really looking forward to school, continuing in the usual way, kids, the usual way. So what I like to do, no, stop it, stop it. I like to get one whole row and pinch it across, kind of pinch it really well. So there's my first row of zigzags. Now, I find that I'm better at making mountain folds than I am valley folds. So sometimes what I do when I do my first row like this is I will turn my paper over, and now that mountain fold upside down becomes a valley fold. And now I can see where my next zigzag lines are going to be. If I need to like draw them out, I could. So what I like to do is then just turn those into mountain folds. For some reason, I'm just better at making mountain folds. So I just like to go back and forth. So I'm pinching, pinching, pinching. So kids, if you can fold paper, you can totally do this really cool project. Crisp folds in the first step are what's really important, so you can see where to fold your lines. So I'm going to give that like a little pinch. And now you can see I've got one valley fold. That's a valley fold because it's going away from us. It's making a little valley. And this one is our mountain fold. So now if I turn it over, that mountain fold becomes a valley fold. And now I'm ready to do another mountain fold with this zigzag here. So you're going to continue doing a whole row of mountain folds, then a whole row of valley folds. And if you want to flip yours over, you can. Maybe you prefer to make valley folds instead of mountain folds. You could do it that way. And you can see you kind of have to fight with the paper a little bit, but eventually you're going to get it so it's all folded. So you can see I'm like crisping to make that the mountain fold. And as long as you get nice crisp folds and have good craftsmanship, you will have no problem at all. So what I like to do after each fold is I like to bend the whole thing up, and that helps me really get those crisp folds where they need to be. Otherwise, your paper will be kind of soft and look like fabric. It won't look like crisp paper. So I've got that. So you can see how that's happening. So that's what you want to do the whole way down. So for a while, it's going to look all snarly like that, but you just want to keep folding until you get your paper so you have mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, just like that. So, and you can see it becomes smaller. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. So I hope you can do this. And if you can, we might do some harder paper tessellations or origami next time. Thanks, kids.